Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to do another Game of Thrones, little preseason Game of Thrones discussion. We're going to talk about, will Joffrey die this season? Okay guys, welcome back. So look, I know there's a lot of book readers out there. I've mentioned that in my last video. And you know, I know that they know the scoop. They know the deal. But there's a lot of people who have not read the books that are just going based on the show. I'm one of them. And, you know, in terms of Joffrey, everybody hates Joffrey. Pretty much everyone hates Joffrey. I think I hate him for a different reason than most people. I think most people hate him because of the things he's done. I hate him because he's just plain annoying. He's like a homicidal Justin Bieber. You know, you've had enough of him after a while. He annoys you. He does dumb things or says dumb things, and it's just, at this point, I'm just kind of tired of it. Now, the thing with Joffrey is he's the king, all right? And we know that the king is always a target. No matter how much power you have, no matter how much people fear you, especially him, you're always going to be a target for someone. And the question now is whether or not he'll actually kick the bucket at some point. I think it's getting to a point where it's got to be eventually, because I think he's getting on everyone's nerves. Even his own grandfather, he's getting on his nerves. I'm sure his mother's had enough of his shit. You know that Tyrion probably, while Tyrion really doesn't have the, you know, I don't think he's like that per se. He's definitely had enough of his shit. I know for a fact Cersei wouldn't hurt him. I'm sure Cersei's tired of him, but I don't think she would hurt him. She seems to be very, very passionate about her children. So I don't know if she would go that route. I don't think Tyrell, Lord Tyrion, excuse me, is it Tyrell? I know Tyrells are the Rose faction, but I'm trying to remember Cersei Lannister and Tyrion Lannister's father. I think it's Tywin Lannister, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So I know he probably wouldn't give a shit to kill him. You know, I mean, I'm not sure if Tywin. I'm wondering if he has a hunch that Joffrey is the child of Cersei and Jaime, or if he really doesn't know and he thinks that there's some Robert Baratheon in there and he wouldn't think twice to kill him because he's not pure Lannister. I don't know. All I know is one thing. King Joffrey's very annoying. I like villains. It doesn't bother me that he's killed people. It did bother me that he killed Ned Stark. That was bothering. I think that bothered everybody. But I've passed that. I moved past that. And I think at this point he's just fucking annoying. It's like, it's almost like he was okay when he wasn't king. You know what I mean? And then ever since he became king, he's just like an annoying piece of shit. I mean, even the Hound who seems to have no feelings, doesn't really care, even he got tired of his shit. I mean, so, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing him kick the dust. I just think the question is who's going to do it. Like, and that's even if he dies. Like, we don't, he's one of those villains that I think directors and producers have a hard time offing because people watch him just to wait and see if he's going to die. So I think that we may see a lot of him for some time. He's just one of those characters that, not that you don't get rid of, you just stretch it out as long as you can, or maybe you don't. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. I don't know how Marjorie's going to deal with that. Like, she seems to have a certain control over him, which is good. I think he needs to get laid. I think that's definitely would be a big plus for him. But I think Marjorie's going to be the key. I think Marjorie, and I'm not saying that Joffrey's going to have redeeming qualities. He's not. But if he's not going to die and he's going to be someone that's just going to kind of calm down from all this violence and crazy shit, it's going to be from Marjorie. Marjorie seems to have that touch with him. She kind of caters to his homicidal tendencies. You know, like in last year when he's messing around with the crossbow and she shows interest in it, and something along the line. I don't remember word for word because it's been a while. But I'm dying to get the Blu-ray and DVD for season 3. But they're talking about they're messing around with the crossbow, and she or he says something along the lines of, "Would you like to see?" Or no, she asked him, I think, "Would you like to see me shoot something or kill something?" And I think he's like, "Yes, I would." And I think she said something along the lines of, "I'd do that for you," or whatever. Anyway, but the fact of the matter is, she caters to him. She caters to that side of him, and nobody else has. Everybody fears that. She hasn't really shown that kind of fear. She has played him. So I'm very interested to see how that relationship's going to turn out, because on overall, they're two completely different people. Marjorie wants to be a queen. I really still haven't figured out her motivation. I don't know if she's really good at heart and wants to help people. She seems to be, but then there are a lot of characters on the show that seem to be like they're one thing and then they turn out to be something completely different. All I know is that for the time being, she can be one of those characters on the show that if she either controls Joffrey or if she's even part of a plan to kill him at one point, that would be freaking excellent. Either way, I think that's going to win her over with a lot of the audience that watches this, until she has her day where she goes nuts or she does something crazy. But she's going to be a wild card to me. I really, really like her character, especially last year, because they showed her more. She had a lot more camera time, a lot more dialogue. You got to know her a lot better. And let's face it, she's gorgeous. And then you got to see how she is with Joffrey and how that bothers Cersei, because Cersei, she wants to be in complete power, and she knows that the Tyrells are, like everybody else in this world of Westeros, they're all trying to get to the throne. So, but anyway, so overall, do I think Joffrey will die? I hope so, but I don't know. That's one of those characters that you just don't off because everybody hates him, and they love to hate him, and they watch him because they hate him, and they're waiting to see him die. So I wouldn't get my hopes up high. But at least, if nothing else, I think as a consolation prize, we're going to get to see Marjorie at least dangle him on a stick and control him. The other thing you got to keep in mind, too, and it just hit me. I was just about to end the video, but this just hit me. Remember that Baratheon, Robert Baratheon's brother, I forget his first name, Stannis Baratheon threw those leeches in the that little fire pit from the Red Witch, and I think the names he named were Joffrey, Robb Stark, and Greyjoy, the Elder Greyjoy, and Robb died. So that'd be interesting to see if be interesting to see if the other two want to come true. So that's another thing to keep an eye on. So good shit. I can't wait till the season starts. I'm so excited. And definitely when the Blu-ray comes out, I will review the Blu-ray with you guys. I can't wait till Game of Thrones starts. That's like, and I'm so glad that it comes after Walking Dead, because that would be a big conflict to have them both together. I think there's usually like 1 or 2 episodes that kind of coincide, like on the same day at the same time. But at least the whole seasons aren't together, and that's. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts on Game of Thrones and what do you expect, and we'll catch you next video. Take it easy.